Good morning, watchers. Scott at SE Landscaping, and it is the last Friday in September, so tomorrow is the last day in September, and I have 2 more busy weeks to go. Like I said, middle of October. I'm sort of on with second last cuts at the moment. Been to a site this morning that's actually been the last cut, because certain sites, especially in the northeast of England, you get to know your sites over the years, and this starts to get wet early September. And I went today, and even the zero turn's been making sort of what I call mud lines. Nothing major, no sort of bad tracks and ruts, but mud lines. So I've cut it today, I've cut it tidy, and I know that obviously with the water in the ground that'll prevent any further growth, so it's not gonna grow anymore now. So that will be it. So sites are coming off, but like I say, I'm on second last cuts, and then we'll be starting last cuts sort of in another week's time, and then that'll be it. So it's that'll be the season done. So a couple of weeks more to get through. It's not getting light till 6:30 on the morning now, so I'm sort of, well, this morning I was clambering on site for 10 minutes just waiting for that first bit of light when I got to site. So like I say, the mornings are, you're losing time on a morning. For anybody like myself who's out early, you're losing time on a morning, and anybody who works late on the night, it's 7:30, it's dark, so you're losing the light now. It's end of the season and things are finally slowed down as well, I've noticed. Anybody like me who knows how many boxes of grass you get off an aerial probably have noticed, or at least I have in the northeast, that you get less boxes off the areas. So that's another sign that things are slowing down. Same with the bullshit mowers. Some sites you have to run over twice, starting to run over them once, and it's enough now because the grass is short, so it's mulching better. But just coming back on the the video I did last week, it got some good feedback. I had some good messages and things about it, about being transparent about the costs and everything, about people don't talk about money, and I get it. I mean, some of it will be through to embarrassment. It's not a rich trade unless you're really lucky and you work hard. So some people will be earning less than they could get in Asda, and other people maybe just don't want you to know. But it comes back to, I mean, when I was earning sort of bare minimum, a couple £100 in the early days, like I spoke on the video, if I was doing YouTube, would I have wanted to tell people? Probably not. I wouldn't have wanted to go in that conversation and have thousands and thousands of people know that you're not making any money and stuff like that. So I get that, it's the individuals, but like I say, I've put my story out there of how much I used to earn, how much I earn now, and just being transparent about the journey and how hard it is to make money in this trade as well, because that's not easy. You've got that many outgoings before you even make a penny, really. So, and then the unexpected things of machinery and vans going down. But coming on to today, and I spoke about the councils in the last videos, about keeping 4 or 5 councils, and I was undecided on 4 or 5 for a certain reason. And one was a council I hadn't increased the price on for a number of years, went to tender. I went back in for the tender and I put the price up, and it went up quite considerably. And what do I mean by quite considerably? It went up sort of just short of £10,000. Now you might say, how have you managed to sustain that for so many years that you've done it recently, and how have you had to increase it that much? And it was just the fact that it was a good chunk of money. It was north of £40,000 a year, and it was one of them contracts where it was good to have in the bank. It was making a profit, but by the end of it, it probably wasn't making a profit, as much of a profit as I would have liked, or what my business model's about. And I sort of hung on through COVID, and I thought when COVID gets out, we'll look at this again, and that's what we've done. So we've looked at it, we've increased it, and what it means is I can fuel's going up and down, but everything else, obviously everybody knows that I've got equipment that I need, and I don't need to spend anything in the next few years. So what it means is I can probably leave this contract now for the next 5 years, and it'll be basically a rolling contract. If they're happy and I'm happy, that gives me sort of that contract as well as another one. till 2028, which is 5 years of not having to worry about anything. So that's what I've done with that one. Like I say, there's another rolling contract, but what it means is I had another council that was just a little bit more than £10,000 a year. I've decided to let that go. Now I'll be giving them notice this month, and that gives them 6 months notice. What it means is I'll do all the hedge work over the Christmas period, or just after Christmas, and then when we come into next year, I'll do little bits and pieces of anything they want me to do extra, and then come 1st of April, like I say, it gives them 6 months to actually find someone. So it gives because the tender process isn't a quick one, so that's why they've been good to me. So I'm sort of being good to them and not going on the 1st of April and them saying, right, are you renewing? Can you sign this renewal like they usually do? And me saying, oh sorry, no I'm not, and then they've been in dire straits for a few weeks. So that's where we are with that. So it means one of my other contracts, which goes up a couple of % a year, covers the shortfall between what I'm gaining extra off this one job to what I'm losing on by getting rid of this other council. And like I say, it means my workload's ideal for next year. It's where I want it to be. And like I say, everybody's saying, are you going solo? Are you going solo? I am and I'm not. Now, I know somebody said the other week you won't go solo. I am going solo, as in I'll be working all year on my own. I am keeping a young person on, a young girl who I've had for the last couple of years, but she does solely litter picking and flower bed maintenance, so she just goes out and she has her own round. So what she'll be doing for the next few years is just basically same as what she's doing now. She'll go around on a morning and litter pick, I think it's about 30 parks, then she drops on flower bed maintenance. So we rarely see each other, sort of meet up maybe once a week when I get rid of the rubbish for her and things like that. So I am and I'm not solo, if that makes sense, but the majority of my work I'll be going out stress free, not having to run about 24 hours a day and everything, and it'll be less work for more money. So working smarter, not harder, as they say. So that is, for anybody who's been itching to know, that will be next year's plan, and that will be the plan going forward for the foreseeable, with a good few years of workload ahead of me, and not looking for any work at all. Will I still look in the winter? Possibly. Things like power brushing and things, I might still do little bits of jobs when it is really quiet, because the drop off in work means that in the winter I could either sit on my backside and go out to work one day a week, or I could go out and look for little bits. So potentially there's 20-30 grand over the winter that I could earn if I want to, but if I don't want to, I don't have to. So that's pretty much how it is. So, but coming on to other people, everybody knows I've helped a lot of people over the years. I've just want to talk about 3 cases really. One, I met a guy last year at Saltex, Mike Caddick. Now he's got a company in Liverpool who operates grounds maintenance, and he was looking to push into the commercial sector. Now Mike's a lovely lad, the only issue is he supports Everton, and as everybody knows, or most people know, I'm a big Liverpool fan. So I could have told him a pack of lies and hoped that his business failed, and with him being a blue, but hey, football rivalries aside, and I've sort of helped him out, and the good news is he's pushing into commercial. He's getting some good commercial jobs, and we've been having just bits of crack over the last few months. He's been sending me pictures of sites and things, and it's working, and his business is going in the right direction, and we're going to meet up again at Saltex and have a good chat to see, because there's a few other things he needs a bit of hand with. So that's a good thing. Another guy, Tony from Forbes Landscapes up in my neck of the woods, Peter Lee, I've managed to, when my contracts have been running out, I've been referring him to customers, and I know that he's already started on some jobs. Tony's fresh in the trade, a couple of years, and he's building a business as well. So he's going after lots of work, he's hungry, and I'm happy that I can sort of pass work on, knowing that he does a good job, because he delivers a good service. He's got social media and everything, and he delivers a good service, and I've heard from 1 or 2 people that he does a good job. So he's taken on my student sites that have dropped off, and there's a couple of other sites I'm going to be referring him to over the next couple of months that hopefully he'll be able to pick up and take over. But that's 2 out of 3, and as Meatloaf said, 2 out of 3 ain't bad. The third person I was trying to help hasn't worked. This guy set up in business and he's gone out of business. Now, the crux of the problem is he didn't listen to anything I said, and I'm going to do a separate video on all this because it's quite a detailed thing. But basically, if he'd have listened, he was hemorrhaging cash and various other problems and taking on work for no money and things, and if he'd have listened, he would have been profitable. Unfortunately, we could have turned it around very easily. He didn't listen, but like I say, we'll do a video about that nearer the time. Once I'm not going to name him, but obviously I will just explain to him that does he mind me doing a video, which he shouldn't do, because like I say, I won't be naming him, but unless he asks to be, but we'll go from there. So that's where we are. So 2 out of 3 helped. Well, that's just 2 out of 3 I'm talking about. Like I say, there's a few other people pop up now and say, well, you've helped me and everything, but that's just positive ones that I just wanted to discuss and put out there, that we can all help each other at times. So coming back to the contract that was extended, was I the cheapest? No. Did I get unanimous votes off the councillors? Yes, which means that they're over the moon with what you do. I know fine well that when we walk around this village, we get good feedback off the public. They're over the moon with what we do, and we get people coming up and saying, oh, these tubs are amazing and the beds are amazing, they've never looked as good. Yes, we have flaws like everyone else, and we do make mistakes, but the good news is the majority of the stuff we do is like great. So, and we've won awards for them, so that's another good thing in Britain in Bloom. So it that ticks the box of where we are with standards. Just trying to sneeze. So yeah, won it back. Happy to win it back. Like I say, I wasn't 100% into it. If we didn't get it, I wasn't too bothered, because I always have backup plans, and that's the key. I've staggered contracts, I've backup plans, especially the amount of work that I'm offloading. Make sure you always have a backup plan, a plan B, and that's what I had in this case. So it's worked out that way. First thing I did when I got the contract was last night. I actually went on the internet to a Dutch bulb seller, Farmer Gracie. I've used them for a couple of years now. I use some bulb people in England, such as Petrichor and Blom's bulbs, but there was a couple of certain types I wanted to improve a village green, and the first thing I did was spend £500 of my own money on some flower bulbs for this contract. Now you're going to say, are you mad? But the fact is, I'm going to be improving the area straight away. It's once these bulbs go in come next April, they're going to look outstanding in the place I've gone. I've suggested I put them, and it's just given something back. Like I say, I've got loyalty from them, so now it's time for me to return the loyalty. They've given me extra money what I want, and I'm going to give them extra service that they want, just by doing little things like that that tick the box in that respect. So that'll work out, and everybody's happy basically, and the residents will be even happier, because like I say, the site I'm picking for these bulbs, just another note, I have pretty much free reign on this site, so if I want to do something to make it better, I can do it, and that's what I'm going to do with these bulbs. So they'll get plonked in, and then the feedback will come afterwards. So that's the good thing about that. So that's just a little bit of an update on all that, so that everybody knows where we are with things. It's been a good month, in the fact of getting on top of things and knowing that I'm ticking jobs off. So that's pretty much it for today. Like I said, I will get some machinery videos and not all talk videos out as soon as I can. But it's been just it's been just a hectic time, so just a bit of an update on the business itself at the moment, and we will see you on the next one.